What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my first Destiny 2 video, branching off the normal Monster Hunter content, as you can see from the thumbnail and title. This is going to be a short little video on this easy lost sector for exotic chest pieces that has come into the mix, and I think it's only going to be for today, so quickly get on this while you can. And I've been getting consistent 3 to 7 minutes depending on the loadout that I've experimented with, and this is going to be on the Concealed Void Lost sector on Europa at the Asterion Abyss. I will be putting two loadouts on screen, one with Anarchy and the other just swapped out the Anarchy with the Xenophage, and just feel free to use anything that you feel comfortable using. I'd recommend a solar rocket launcher if you don't have any of those two, as it is a solar burn, so that will definitely be sufficient for getting through this within 15 minutes comfortably. But using the Anarchy, I was easily getting around the 5-minute mark consistently, so that was really good to see. And this is great for those of you who need to farm those exotic chest pieces like myself, as I need the Thunder Crash exotic for the Titan, and literally the first 3 times I did this I got 2 exotic chest pieces, so hopefully your RNG is as good as mine. And I also got a few enhancement cores along the way too, so that was a nice additional bonus. Keep in mind, match game is active, so you do want to make sure you're matching all the elemental types, and also arc and aerial damage is increased, so you want to keep on the ground and be careful of not jumping too high or too much in general in firefights. You just want to make sure that you do take your time through this lost sector for the first few tries, so you do learn where the enemies spawn, what enemies you will be encountering, and then when you feel comfortable, then start picking up the speed. I'd, as with most loadouts, recommend Breach and Clear, as the damage buff is great throughout, and the DPS just overall is extremely good, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. Like I said before, you do want to make sure you're just bringing all the elemental types, as you will be having Arc Captains, Solar Shanks, and Void Servitors to deal with. Barrier and Overload mods are also a necessity, so keep that in mind. There are a few Overload champions scattered throughout and a couple of barriers, but they aren't too difficult to deal with if you spam your abilities and heavy on them. And also there are probably a few of the kinetic weapons that could probably rinse through them as well, like maybe even Witherhoard. I think I've seen Cerberus Regime do pretty well on the barriers, which is pretty cool. Obviously just make sure you have the respective mod on, so if you are using like an SMG, make sure you have the SMG mod on, assault rifle, so forth, and like I was personally using the scout rifle. But my loadout overall, if I just go through it from top to bottom, we've got the Fatebringer. Any decent hand cannon will do, but for me personally, I got a really good roll on Fatebringer, so I'm using that. And of course that is for the Overload and general adds. And then we have my secondary, which is the Vision of Confluence for barriers and solar shields, alongside of course general adds once again. And then Anarchy for the chiefs and the bosses throughout, as it's crazy DPS, especially with the Breach and Clear mod. And I also do use Xenophage as well, which worked extremely well as He's and Vengeance. But I'm sure any other rocket that's solar that has a good blast radius will also do extremely fine, so definitely experiment with that. And I will be leaving my full run through at the end, so you guys can get a good idea of how this plays out. And with that does bring us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons. It's extremely appreciated and helps the channel out a ton. Comment down below if this video did help you out, and any queries you have, be sure to pop them down below there as well, and I'll try answer them, or someone else may be able to get to that for you as well. Stay tuned for a lot more Destiny content, and even Monster Hunter content if you play both of them. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.